Hello and welcome to Kamitian Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, September 10th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2021. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers face the Old Rochester Regional Bulldogs in the season opener. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the season starts now from Holliston. What do you expect to see from the Panthers against the unfamiliar Bulldogs tonight?
Well, first of all, this is being September 10th. We want to just have a little thoughts and prayers for the September 11th people who we lost. Tonight, I don't know what to expect, Tom, to be quite frank with you. Holliston has played a couple times now, not regulation games, but they played in Natick, and the coaches were incredibly happy with the way that game turned out. And then last week we went down to Franklin, another Division I team, and to be very honest, Franklin really did a number on Holliston. But the problem is two problems here tonight. One is that you're new in the year. When you're new in the year, you don't know how good or bad the competition is. So, Franklin may be a super-duper team, and if they are, Holliston's still in good shape. The other thing is, Holliston's a very young team, especially in the skill position. So in that sense, you're going to have these ups and downs, and you're going to have to work your way through them. The good thing about this team is, though, they've got a very good coaching staff. Holliston does, and when you have to make adjustments, they're going to be able to make them. So I expect a good game here, to be honest with you, and I think Holliston's got a good chance if they play their best and keep the mistakes down. They'll have a shot at winning this game.
Panther captains out for the coin toss: number 10, Chris Del Ponte; number 70, Robert Payne; number 72, Brendan Ibbotson; number 74, Patrick Griffin.
Old Rochester will receive
So Old Rochester will receive the kick.
will be underway in a moment.
And we'll be back in just a few moments.
We are ready for some football.
Okay, now Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Hey, thanks, Tom. So not a lot went right for the Panthers last week against Franklin, but there were a couple of bright spots. Devin Harding, 4 carries for 25 yards rushing. That's good for 6.3 yards per carry. And then Miguel De Jesus had a great game on defense. 6 recorded tackles, including a pass breakup. And, Holliston and Old Rochester almost met a few years ago in the playoffs. Old Rochester lost to Dighton Rehoboth 7-0, or else they would have faced Holliston the next week here at Kamitian Field. It's about 62 miles from Mattapoisett, Mass. here to Holliston, which, from what I know, is about roughly 6 rounds of 100 bottles of beer on the wall.
Well, thank you, Carlos.
Well, it's not only 62 miles. You just can't get there from here.
Right. Long ride from Mattapoisett. Number 23, Nick Cotting, getting ready to kick off for the Panthers.
Talk about bright spots last week. Nick Cotting is a bright spot. He's a powerful kicker.
Hayden Rinta, Captain Stephen Old, back deep for Old Rochester, and it goes all the way back to the 5 where it's bobbled by number 84, Rudy Arsenal, and he is tackled right away.
Oh, he's tackled all right. Nice hit. Didn't see who that was for Holliston, but
big tackle by number 29, Dom Marino. So Old Rochester will start on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Holliston did have some bright spots on defense last week, and one of the things that they started doing in the middle of the game was getting really aggressive, and I liked when they did that. So let's see if they keep that up tonight.
First play, handoff to the fullback. That's senior captain, number 42, Zach Profit. He's bottled up. Number 4 actually on that carry. That was Stephen Old. Oh, sorry.
CJ Pacheco on the stop.
CJ Pacheco on that tackle.
I think that was Cooper Olson, number 4.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. Dive forward by number 40. That's Junior Jackson Martin. Tackle by number 8, defensive end Owen Zakruski.
Yeah, one of the strengths, Tom, on this team, both on offense and defense, the biggest strength, both the coaches have told us, is that line. And Holliston, if they try and run against that line, Holliston's going to have a pretty good game, I think, tonight.
3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. There's a pass into the flat, caught. First down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come into this game with their Fall 2 season. They were 3-3. And their head coach is Bryce Gilboat in his 3rd season with the Bulldogs, 12-5. They are in the South Coast Conference in Division 5. Both these teams are a little similar, I wrote down. They've got returning front lines. They've got a power eye. The Bulldogs have a power eye and want to establish that run. And they've got a new junior quarterback. And they've got a playoff pedigree, having been in the Super Bowl in 2018. Quick handoff. Bottled up by the Panthers. Tackled by Pierce Alachi, number 54. Starting quarterback for the Bulldogs, number 16, junior Noah Summers. Starters on the Panther defense, Alachi, number 54, 57, Jack Littlejohn, number 70, Robert Payne, number 9, Joey Gentile, number 4, Cooper Olson, number 10, Chris Del Ponte. Here's a rollout by Summers, a naked bootleg, and he's got a first down out to midfield and beyond.
Big gain on the keeper.
Well, that play was all set up with a beautiful fake by Summers, and then, everybody bought into the fake, and he just took off, and there was nobody out there to stop him.
The rest of the starters on the defense, number 8, junior Owen Zakruski. Number 44, sophomore CJ Pacheco. Number 23, Nick Cotting. Number 27, Derek D'Angelo. And number 11, Brady Sweeney.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're in Panther territory.
Inside, nothing there.
And Pierce Alachi meets him head on.
The big
Was that number 40? No gain there for Old Rochester.
Well, I'll tell you, Pierce Alachi did a great job. He just shed his blocker, and he got right in there and was able to stop the man in the backfield, and for basically no gain.
8:43, clock's running. No score here in the first quarter. We're just underway. Old Rochester on their first drive has moved it from the 19-yard line to the Panther 40. Power eye right. Prophet in motion. And 45 Bulls ahead for a Bulldog first down.
First down, Old Rochester.
Running there off tackle, and he got some good blocking, some good lead blocking by his offensive line. They got a good push against Holliston.
Number 45, Walter Rocher.
8:12 to go, clock running. First quarter, no score.
So first down at the Panther 26.
Gain of 19 for Walter Russell.
Power eye right for the Bulldogs. Prophet moves to the left. Handoff to Rocher, the tailback, and he's forward for a gain of 5.
Well, they found something in there on the right side of the Holliston defensive line, in the left side of the offensive line there, where they can get a little bit of yardage off of that. So Holliston have to clean that up a little bit.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4.
6, second and 4.
Power eye right. Summers under center. Back to pass. Across the middle. Caught for a first down. Captain Stephen Old.
Well, what Old did there that time is he came across the line. The ball was actually a little bit behind him, thrown behind him a little bit. He was able to make the adjustment, make the catch, and get a first and goal for Old Rochester.
First and goal from the 7.
First and goal from the 7.
Summers with the fake. And he's hit right away. Number 23.
Nick Cotting.
Nick Cotting comes up to make the hit.
That's right. That's exactly what Nick did. He came up. They made a slight adjustment on that defensive side of the ball over there. Cotting came up a little bit, and when he saw the, I think that was the quarterback, right? On a
right.
Keeper. He came out, and Cotting came out, met him, and made a nice tackle. 6:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second and goal from the 8. Summers pitches it out to Rocher. And number 9 was right there, Joey Gentile.
Yeah, nice contained by Joey Gentile. And Holliston's got to keep those guys from getting to the outside. If they can do that, force everything into the inside where the Holliston strength is, they'll be able to stop this team. Right now, though, I'm looking for a pass out of the from Rochester.
A gain of 2, 3rd and 6. Or 3rd and goal from the 6.
The only thing you got to watch on that the left side of that offense, you got to contain.
Summers with the fake, rolls out. Throw to number 40 for the touchdown. And Old Rochester's on the board first.
Well, first of all, the Holliston front 7 did their job on that one. They were able to contain Summers as he rolled to his left, but then the
fullback, number 40, Jackson Martin, that snuck out there. The kick is blocked. And so with 5:28 to go in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Bulldogs.
Well, a couple big plays there by Old Rochester. Of course, the big one was the quarterback keeper. Other than that, Holliston actually they look pretty good. They honestly, I think they look better than they did at the start of last week, to be honest with you, Tom. And I like to see the aggressiveness. I like to see the change of pace. And they had a couple mistakes, but then they made up for the adjustments down near the end zone. They were able to force them into a third down, but then, of course, Rochester threw the pass for the touchdown. 6-0, Old Rochester, 5:28 left to go in the first quarter. 81-yard drive for Old Rochester.
Wilson and Brad Andriola are back deep.
So back deep for the Panthers, number 4, Cooper Olson. And what's that number? 28? 28, Brad Andriola, excuse me. Wilson to kick off for the Bulldogs.
Wilson will kick it away.
Short kick taken by the up back. Holliston with a good push, moves across the 35 to almost the 40.
Great.
And that was senior captain number 10, Chris Del Ponte.
Chris Del Ponte with the return.
So they'll spot the ball at the Panther 39-yard line.
And Holliston will come out in their spread offense.
Number 13, TJ Kiley at quarterback with number 3, sophomore Devin Harding at the tailback spot. We'll get you the rest of the positions. Now we got a whistle.
Yeah, that might be a legal procedure against Holliston. I think somebody jumped off a little bit ahead of the snap.
Other starters, Ibbotson, Payne, Griffin, Alachi, and number 56, Grant Harper at center. Number 14, Kua Lima, and number 11, Brady Sweeney at the receiver spots. We got number 9, Joey Gentile, and number 86, Owen McCarron. Handoff to Harding, but he is gobbled up by Profit, numbers 42.
Well, Old Rochester's defense, they're playing strict man-to-man right now, and they're bringing those safeties up into the box, and they're expecting Holliston to run.
Both of these teams would like to establish the run. 2nd down and 15.
They back off a little bit now. Old Rochester does.
Kiley back to pass, fires to his left, complete to Sweeney, and he buffaloes his way across the 50 into Bulldog territory for a Panther first down.
Well, we want to talk a bit about Brad Sweeney. We saw him, Tom, you and
Brady
I saw him.
Sweeney.
Brady Sweeney, I'm sorry. What did I say? Brady Sweeney, I'm sorry. We saw him this year in the Ashland Passing League. He looked very good, both on offense and defense. He has really a good pair of hands, and it seems he's got pretty good speed.
1st and 10 from the 47. Gentile drops back. Handoff to Harding. Tries the right side. He's forward for 3 yards.
Called a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Give him 4 on that carry. No, I guess 3 yards. 2nd and 7. 3:56 clock running here in the first quarter. 6-0 Old Rochester. Kiley looks left, fires, complete to Sweeney, and he's a forward across the 30-yard line for another Panther first down.
Kiley's pass good for a Holliston first down.
Well, he's getting open, and with TJ Kylie, one of the things I talked about in the past with TJ, I like it when he rolls out. I think he's very, very effective as a passer rolling out. But he's got that sideline pass down pretty pat right now.
So 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Panthers driving. D'Angelo in at tailback. Gentile in motion. Kylie looks left, fires back right, just over Lima's head.
Lima was the intended receiver. Incomplete, 2nd down.
Panthers were 3-2 in the fall season, averaging 30 points a game, giving up 18. Head coach Todd Kylie is in his 19th season with the Panthers, 151 wins against 47 losses. It's just great to see the Kamitian field full of fans here tonight.
Oh, it's great, I know. And you got the Red Sea down there. They're all dressed up in their red uniforms, and really, really good.
In the last 12 years, the Panthers are 58-8, 88%. Kylie rolls right, fires wide open.
Yeah, looks like a flag down on the field. That's what I mean, Tom, though. When he can roll, for some reason, I think he's a lot more effective rolling out, especially if he's going to throw short. He can get up and he can really gets his weight behind the ball. He can buzz that ball pretty quickly to the open man to the outside.
Owen McCarron with the catch.
Let's see what the call is. Holding against the Panthers, so that'll back them up to 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, that's too bad. That was a really nice, really well-developed play, and Kylie threw a nice ball there.
Well, the Bulldogs got to be worried because Panther receivers getting loose in their backfield.
They are, and what that does, especially where they are, is they're spreading that defense, spreading it way out, which is creating some openings for the running game.
3 receivers to Kylie's left. Sweeney, Lima, and Gentile with McCarron tight to the right. Kylie rolls right. Scoots out of bounds for a short gain.
Well, they had good downfield coverage that time by Old Rochester, and TJ was really smart just to roll out and get a little bit of yardage there instead of throwing the ball for an interception. Oh.
He had time, but like you said, there was good coverage.
This is where in the 3rd down here, this is where you really like to look for a tight end, especially if you're a younger quarterback. You know, for some reason you always have that comfort in knowing your tight ends are coming across the middle. A short pass, they can turn it into a long gain.
McCarron and Lima to the right. Sweeney and Gentile to the left. Kylie looking downfield. Fires down on the sidelines.
No, it was incomplete.
I guess he juggled that one.
4th down.
So it'll be 4th and 17 for the Panthers. 2:47 left in the first quarter.
Interesting call here. Let's see what Coach Kylie does. Many times in years past, obviously, we'd say, well, you're inside the 50, you're going for it on 4th down. But Cotting has a great foot, and you could really back those guys up if they punt, but they're not going to do that.
Harding in the backfield. 3 receivers to Kylie's left. Kylie looks left, fires down the middle. He's looking for Sweeney. And that'll be a turnover on downs for Old Rochester. So the Panther drive stalls after a promising start.
Yeah, Old Rochester there on a blitz. They came in and it was picked up very nicely by that offensive line of Holliston. Gave Kylie a little bit more time to throw the ball. 2:41 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Old Rochester. They have the ball.
Yeah, and Old Rochester's quarterback, Noah Summers, was perfect on that first drive. 3 for 3 for 28 yards and a touchdown.
Thanks, Los. Ball's at the 36. Summers hands it off.
Ball to the 36.
Hands it off to, that's number 40.
45.
That's about 4.
Walter Rocher.
Ball 2nd and 6.
Del Ponte on the tackle. Chris Del Ponte's, captain this year. Obviously, he's going to play the quarterback in the war, and he's middle linebacker. And he said he attributes a lot of what he's done this year and what he's learned to Kevin Lyons, who Kevin had a great career here at Holliston, and he said Kevin really helped him out a lot when he knew that he was going to be taking over the middle linebacker spot.
Summers hands off to the fullback, Profit, and he's close to a first down.
This would be enough for a first down.
And it is a first down.
Cooper Olson and others on the stop.
Well, they're working that I formation very, very well. They're getting a lot of good blocking, both by their offensive line and from the lead blocker, the running back.
Well, I read in their preview today they're a power I team, so 2 or 3 backs in the backfield. They got 2 split receivers to either side, I formation. Profit under center. Summers under center.
Yeah.
And there's number 74, Patrick Griffin, just in the ball game, stacked up that play.
Nice job by Patrick Griffin, the captain, senior.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Robert Payne leading the way on the stop. Nick Cotting in there as well.
It's great to have Jack Harper up here in the booth calling the game.
Everything's
Got
back
the
to
band,
normal.
cheerleaders.
12.
Where's the Panther?
That's right.
Moses is here, the Red Sea, yep.
2nd down and 12. Summers to pass, looks downfield, and overthrows his receiver by quite some bit. So it'll bring up 3rd down and long for Old Rochester.
Yeah, it's interesting. Summers, of course, it's very early in the game, and we don't know what the game plan here is, but he seems to, even though he looks like he's a right-handed quarterback, he seems to like going to his left. Seems to like to throw there. He seems to like to kind of run there too. See if that's how that holds up for the rest of the game. But right now, that's what he's looking. So this right side of the left side of the Holliston defense can blitz if they want.
Summers back to pass, short drop. Packett collapses. He's on the run. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Nice defense by senior Nick Cotting.
That was exceptional defense. That's exactly how you play. I mean, you have to be able to break that play up, but a lot of times you don't know, is it going to be pass interference or not? But he played that absolutely perfectly.
So it brings up 4th down for the Bulldogs. They'll send out their punt team. 21 seconds left in the first quarter.
Formation.
Ooh, left-footed punter, but that did not come off his foot well. And it takes a Panther bounce, and it's going to come down at the 39.
So many times in a football game you see where the team's maybe not playing a little bit very well. Then all of a sudden you get a good defensive stand, and that good defensive stand sets that offense up. Let's see if that happens here. Right now, the good defensive stand and a not a very good punt has resulted in some great field position for Holliston on their own 39-yard line.
See if the Panthers could take advantage of this break. This will be the last play of the first quarter, probably. Kiley with Harding behind him. Gentile gets in the backfield. There's the handoff to Harding. Harding's trying to find the corner, but up comes the Bulldogs. Nice tackle there by number 2. That was Renta. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Panthers trail 6-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Second and 11.
Okay, the teams change sides for the second quarter. Second down and 11 for the Panthers. Kyler looks downfield. Running to his right, he's got some open room, takes a slide, and draws a flag. Not sure what that was about. He crossed the 45 to the 46.
Game was about 7.
Was that a personal foul hitting the quarterback or when he was down? I'm not sure.
Didn't see the contact. The players in the way.
I actually didn't see anybody even around him, to be honest with you. Let's see what they're going to call this.
Oh, looks like they're giving the Panther the yardage.
Block in the back? Well, who knows?
Block in the back.
Yeah.
So going to mark it from
the spot of the foul.
So we'll do second down over again. But now it'll be 2nd and 17. Or 16.
So we're back to second down and about 16 now.
3 receivers to Kiley's left. Lima to his right. Harding the lone back. Back to pass. Chase from the pocket right away. And he is hit after a short gain.
Jackson Martin with the hit.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that was a broken play or if that was a designed play.
Well, there was at least one Bulldog in there very quickly.
He got it. Yeah, he blitzed from the right side of the defensive line.
Panthers need to get something going on offense here. Just a little bit after one quarter, they only have 41 yards of offense. Old Rochester with 91.
You know, and I'm wondering, too, the way this is kind of going now, and who knows how long Coach Kiley will wait, but last week when he put in the War offense, they moved the ball a little bit. So I'm wondering if nothing gets done here on this this down. If
3rd and 14 for the Panthers. Kiley goes left. He's chased. Nice throw. Incomplete.
Wow.
Just knocked out of the way. Nice defensive.
That was great defense right there. That was a great coverage on that pass by Old Rochester.
Looked like that ball was on the money on the sideline.
It absolutely was. You're absolutely right, Tom. It was on the money, and the defensive back came in from probably about 2 or 3 yards away and was able to hit the ball down. So Cotting now.
Yeah, we'll get our first look at Nick this season doing the punting. And he has a big leg for Holliston. Gets off a good kick. It's going to come down and take a Panther bounce and roll. Inside the 20-yard line to the 19. So 9:28 in the first quarter. In the first half. 6-0 Old Rochester. But they're going to have the long field to go this time.
Well, you talk about the inexperience of the Holliston team, and you're going to have ups and downs. It's so nice to have that kicker who can get you out of trouble, and Nick Cotting just did that for Holliston.
Yeah, that was almost a 50-yard kick. You got the mileage on that, Los?
First and 10 from the 19.
51 yards. Thank you, Los. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hand off to 45, but he is wrapped up. And Robert Payne was number 70 that was in there first.
And on the stop.
Well, that's what they got to do. They got to contain to the outside and let the big guys come up and make the tackles, and that was nicely done there by Holliston. Now you got to take advantage of this, Tom. Now you got to get aggressive down here. These next two downs, and make them punt the ball back to you and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 13 after the loss for the Bulldogs. Summers under center with I formation. Hands off to the fullback.
Gain of maybe 2.
Quick hitter by the Bulldogs.
This will pick up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Martin on the carry. He picks up 3, but it's going to be 3rd and 10. So
Robert Payne again.
Now you're back. Now see, the thing is here, you're back down on the other side of the hash mark on the right-hand side for Old Rochester. He likes this left, as I told you earlier, so you're really going to have to watch this left-hand side out here. The right-hand side of the defense has to contain. Don't let him outside. The other thing is you might want to blitz interior, if you can blitz interior and put some pressure on him, on the quarterback from the center.
And we got a timeout on the field with 7:44 to go in the first half.
7:44 to go.
Okay, an important play for the defense here. 3rd and long. This would be the 3rd drive in a row that the Panthers have stopped if they can get the Bulldogs here.
Well, the Bulldogs spent a little bit of time in the huddles. That sometimes means that we're not going to do a basic play. We're going to do something a little bit fancy. Let's see if it's a pass play here.
Only one split receiver. Power eye right. And we got number 77 move. That's going to back them up 5.
Like motion on the offense.
False start.
It'll cost them 5, so it'll be 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 15. So now what you want to do, you want to play man defense on the receivers. You want to get right in their face. Don't let them get off the line and bring everybody in blitz.
So Old comes wide to the left. Power eye right. Summers does the naked bootleg, and he's got some room. He's got the first down and more.
Well,
so that's the second time that play's worked.
That's what I'm telling you. He loves going to his left, and you got to know that. And you got to get in there. First thing you got to do is you got to contain down there. And the second thing you got to do is come up and play them, and you got to get aggressive on that down. That's a huge play in this ball game. 7:35 left to go in the first half. 6-0, Old Rochester. You have to watch tendencies. You have to understand the tendencies. You have to understand what they're doing. And this quarterback loves going to the left.
Yeah, and that run by Summers puts Old Rochester over 100 yards total offense in the first half. They've got 113.
Holliston's got to tighten up here. 1st and 10 from 36. There's
Fumble.
And a fumble is recovered by the Panthers.
Oh, boy.
So a quick change of fortune right there as Holliston comes up with a turnover.
And now
Number 8, Owen Zakruski with the recovery.
Now you've got to take advantage of this. Whether you go to your spread or you go to war, you're going to have to take advantage of this because this is tremendous field position.
Gives Holliston their best field position by far.
So the crowd cheering for the Panthers now. They've got the short field. Kiley with Harding behind him. Gentile in motion. There's a handoff to number 3, and he busts up the middle. Big gain there.
What they've done by running Kiley a couple times is spread that defense a little bit where you can get some holes in the defense. The other thing is when you spread that defense, if you're an offensive lineman or any kind of a blocker, if you have space, you can get better angles for your blocking. You get better angles, you can give better blocks.
2nd down and 3 for the Panthers. Handoff on the reverse. And that was number 9, Gentile, and he's got a first down. Joey G is Jack Harper called him.
Yeah, Gentile. He's a great athlete. He's just an all-around great athlete. He's going to give you a lot on offense, on defense. And I'd try and get the ball into his hands a little bit more, maybe into Sweeney's hands a little bit more. And Harding's a good runner too when he's in there.
Well, starting to see some wrinkles in this Panther offense. 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff to Harding, to D'Angelo, right up the middle, and he's just short of the 20-yard line.
See what happens when you start doing reverses and those different plays like that. A defense, if you're not running those plays, a defense kind of gets comfortable doing what they're doing, and then when they're comfortable, they're very confident. But when you can beat them on a reverse or something, they don't have quite as much confidence, and they'll wait that extra second to make a defensive play, and sometimes that's all these running backs need.
2nd and 5. It feels like the Panthers are running downhill here. Fake by Kiley, looks deep, rolls out, fires, wide open, touchdown! Panthers! Didn't see who made the catch. Number 9, Joey Gentile with the catch. And the Panthers are on the board.
Well, two things we talked about in this ball game. One, I keep saying it, I think TJ Kiley is a much better passer when he can run to the outside. I think that really helps him. And that time, he ran to his left, which is very tough for a right-handed quarterback, and he made a nice pass. The other thing is, as I said a little bit earlier, you want to get the hands into your playmakers, and Joey Gentile is definitely one of them.
Cotting with the kick, it's up and good. So the Panthers take the lead 7-6 here with 5:49 to go in the first half.
And Tom, that's how you take advantage of a turnover right there. Is you take the ball and drive it right down the field, score a touchdown, and kick the extra point for the lead. Unless, what do we got here now?
I believe 17 yards. Actually.
Looks like they've got a penalty they're going to tack on at to the kickoff.
So the point was good, right?
The Zebras are talking it over.
No, it's funny. If this is a penalty and it gets them halfway to the goal line,
do they go for 2?
Sometimes you go for 2. Now the rule is you don't want to take points off the board that you already have.
Especially because you get it on the kick.
But I don't know what's
illegal procedure against Old Rochester.
That's good.
So
Point's
the
good.
kick is good. Well, as much as we enjoyed the latest edition of the Holliston Panther football stats book that Ken Dunn, the historian, has put together, seeing all the records of Tristan Benson and Christian Schneelock put together last season, you know, a lot of firsts here. That was the first touchdown pass by TJ Kiley. Mm-hmm. That was the first Panther touchdown by Joey Gentile. Nice. And it was the first touchdown of the season, of course.
The penalty was for crashing into the center, which is not allowed on the point after. Obviously, it doesn't matter now, and on we go.
Crashing into the center was the penalty there, and Jack Harper is really upset about that because that's his son. Grant does a nice job down there centering that line. You know, he is the young guy on that line, and you know, the center's got to hold the whole thing together. They got to make the calls and the blocking calls and this and that. And Grant's done a nice job of that so far this year. 7-6, 5:49 left to go in the first half.
The Kamitian crowd a little energized now that the Panthers have taken the lead here in the first half. Cutting with the kick, and he blasts one, and it just goes all the way to the end zone easily, and a touchback for the Bulldogs.
Well, the right leg of Nick Harding is really a tremendous weapon for Holliston. I mentioned it on punting. It also is here because even though they're going to get the ball, you know, out, they didn't try and run it back. You're not getting any run backs on it, so you're not getting any good field position for the offense to start their game here.
Well, a shout out to Canada, Canada tonight. Yeah. Cecil Wright, Panther alumni.
Cecil,
is watching our broadcast.
Yeah, with Cecil, he says, once a Panther, always a Panther. So,
that is so true.
Well, I guess it is. That's what I hear.
From the 20.
1st and 10 for Old Rochester. Quick pass into the flat is incomplete. Holliston looked like they were right there.
I was just going to say that, Tom. Holliston was right. In fact, if that ball was thrown a little bit higher, that might have been someone, I didn't see who it was, might have stepped in front of that and had 6 points for Holliston.
Here we go, handoff to the tailback, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. Number 44, C.J. Pachinko with the hit. And 57, Jack Littlejohn in on the hit.
Okay, now you got to contain. Don't let this quarterback get to the outside on this 3rd down.
3rd and 8. I formation, split receivers, and they got a procedure against them. Got whistles. That's going to back them up. 5:42 to go here in the first half. So if this backs the Bulldogs up another 5, this will be 3rd and 13.
Well, you know, we kind of know what their tendencies are. We talked about that last time they had that big run. You kind of know what you got to do. And the other thing is, I think it looks like Holliston just playing the one high, one safety. I think what you want to do, again, if you can do it, is get right across on those receivers. Don't let them off the line, and then contain the quarterback, and then let your linebackers go in and finish him off.
Bulldogs are 3 for 4 on 3rd down so far tonight.
Another big play for both teams here for field position.
2 receivers to the right for Summers. He's back to pass. Fires over the middle, incomplete, but we got a flag on the play. Now, it's not like in the pros.
No, it's not. It'll be a first down, though, I think, because it'll be 15.
It's too bad that ball was uncatchable for sure.
Yeah, that ball was way up high.
Face mask.
Face mask call. So it's a 10-yard penalty, so it's still 3rd down.
It's not enough for a first down.
More options for old Rochester. They come out in a power eye left. Summers under center. Handoff to the up back.
Close to a first down.
Let's see where the call is. And they do get the first down signal. So the Bulldogs keep rolling.
Yeah, once again, you know, but for both these teams, it's been the penalties have killed these teams. The turnover really killed old Rochester. So the teams are pretty evenly matched, other than some of these penalties and turnovers.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Handoff to the tailback.
Quick handoff. Cooper Olsen with the stop.
Looks like a gain of 5. They're going to give him 4 yards.
Young team, you know, we had talked to the coaching staff, Tom, and they said they really impressed with the sophomore class. Of course, Olsen, they just made that tackle as a junior, but there's a lot of kids playing up in the sophomore class who are getting a lot of playing time here in the varsity.
Hit right away in the backfield by number 44. C.J. Pacheco. Pacheco, right?
Pacheco, yep.
Sorry, we talked to the dad last week.
One rusher was stopped for a loss of 2.
Nice hit by C.J. on that play. Well, we talked to Chris Del Ponte, the returning middle linebacker, and he said how much he was brought along by Kevin Lyons last year, and he was going to bring C.J. along this year.
Yeah.
So mentoring system here in the Panther depth chart.
Well, you know, it really helps. I mean, you do have a really good coaching staff there, as I said earlier, and that's a big plus, the consistency of the staff and how good they are. But these kids, they pick up a lot of knowledge, and you can teach this player a little trick or that little trick, and sometimes it's just 1 or 2 little things that make that light go on for an athlete, and when that light goes on, they can perform, with at a high level.
Looks like we got a loss of 2 on the play and a penalty, which is going to be declined by the Panthers. So
smart move right there to decline it. Now it's going to be
3rd down and 7.
Yeah.
So 4:18 to go here in the first half.
So it's going to be 3rd down, still 3rd and 8.
Old Rochester's have been good on 3rd down tonight, guys. They are 4 for 5 so far.
They got lucky with the penalty last time. Summers back to pass, looks downfield, fires one just over the hands of Stephen Old, number 4. So that'll bring up 4th down.
It's not always a good indication when you're watching the warm-ups, and I tend to like to watch the warm-ups of the other teams and everything. But that was one of the things I noticed about Summers, is that when he was throwing deep, he was just a little bit off. Now, that really doesn't have a lot to do with it, but it just seems that both times, the last 2 times he's thrown that little bit deeper pass down the middle, that he's been a little high with it.
Last time, the Bulldogs did not have a good punt. Let's see if the Panthers can get some pressure. Oh, a good kick. It's going to come down at the 40, take a Panther bounce.
Oh, boy. You got to be careful of that. Holliston got the ball back. You got to be very, very careful. You got to yell poison, Pete, something so that the players get away from that, so it doesn't hit them in the back. You just got to get away from that.
Don't call you out.
So Panthers recover. That was a scary moment there.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, you're trying to do your job, Jay. You're engaged in a block. You're trying to keep your positioning, not hit him in the back.
But it's not him. It's got to be the receiver down there. Has got to yell poison, get out, and just get away. So.
But which way do you go?
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
It's easy for us up here in the booth to say move to your right. It's harder on the field.
Well, if they ask us, we could tell them. But
that's.
But no, seriously, you really have to be careful of that, because those are the types of little things that can just turn a ball game around. Right now, with 3:48 left, I'd like to see Holliston come out and be aggressive again.
Number 15 coming right over to the Panther huddle.
48 to go.
Charlie wants to know what the play's going to be.
So 1st and 10 from the 32. We got a timeout, Old Rochester.
Old Rochester.
So 3:48 to go in the first half. Ball's on the 32-yard line. Kylie's got 2 receivers to his right. Gentile in motion. And we got flags flying. They must not have liked the Panther formation.
No. The kid was in motion took off too early. It's going to be a procedure.
And the refs are talking it over.
Legal procedure. Yeah, it looked like they might have turned upfield a little too early.
The kid was in motion.
So they back the ball up to the 27. Kylie back to pass. Screen set up to Harding. He's hit right away. Tries to bounce off the hit.
Harding on the screen.
Short gain on the play.
Short gain.
That is how you cover a screen pass right there. You recognize what's happening. You recognize that the defense is getting in there pretty quickly, and you step back and you make the tackle in the open field.
Look like it was set up pretty well, but number 15 just was shadowing Harding.
Very, very nicely done. Clock running with 3:05 left to go in this first half.
2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Kylie looks back right, connects. That's Sweeney on the catch. But it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Now they're getting off the line, and I understand these are shorter designed passes, but you know they can get off the line, so you might want to get them downfield, maybe about 8 or 9 yards at a clip here.
Kylie looks right, fires. Looks like a catch by Sweeney just inside
somebody,
the 45 with a first down for Holliston.
And somebody for Holliston made a tremendous pickup on a blitzer. I don't know if it was.
Well, we got a timeout on the field with 2:08 to go. Holliston up 7-6 in the first half. Okay, ball's on the Panther 43, 2:08 on the clock. 1st and 10, Holliston. Kylie's set up a screen there, and we got a flag.
That may be a man downfield. I'm not sure.
On a screen play?
The lineman. See if it's a procedure call.
Gonna pick up that flag, incomplete on 1st down.
Now, if you can take one of your receivers, especially the receiver out here on the right, and send him across the field, you're gonna have a man-to-man coverage there. He's gonna go with him, and now you can come out to this outside with a running play. Because they're really overplaying the passing plays now.
Derek D'Angelo in at running back. 2nd and 10. Kylie tries to get away from the blitz, and he does not. 2 Bulldogs came in unabated.
Jackson Martin leading the way on the side.
Now let's see if old Rochester calls a timeout here with 1:42
left. The clock is running.
Big loss of about 13 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 23.
It's interesting. I think if I was the coach over there, I'd call a timeout right now and save that clock. Make them punt the ball to me.
Number 68, Vladimir Valesky, sophomore, checks in for Holliston. And we've got a timeout on the field with 1:11 left in the first half. Okay, coming out of the timeout, the Panthers set up. They've got 3rd and forever, 23 yards to go.
Panthers are 1 for 3 on 3rd down tonight.
See what they're dialing up here. Kiley rolls right. And he can't get away from the blitzer.
Well, one good thing that he did was he stayed in bounds. And I believe that, did old Rochester just call it a timeout?
So we got a timeout with 59 seconds to go in the first half.
Bulldogs has got to Kiley.
All right, 4th and 30 for the Panthers. So Nick Cotting's going to need a big leg right now for Holliston. And he gets a nice spiral, and it drives the Bulldog back to the 30-yard line, where number 3 gives chase. Oh, looks like we got a horse collar there on Harding.
Well, Devin Harding, gunner down there, ran that ball down. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Was that number 2, Rahith Ramanathan?
Oh, is that who it was?
He was fast. I thought it was great coverage. 48 seconds to go. The ball was down to the 30-yard line. Looks like the penalty is going to bring it forward a little bit.
Holding against horse collar against Holliston. So those 2 offsetting penalties.
They're walking the ball. They're going to make Holliston punt again?
Well, that's good news for Holliston because that took a bunch of time off the clock, so this will take some more time off. Boy, is Cotting
You can
good.
do that on a horse collar. You can elect to have him kick over?
Well, there was offsetting penalties.
Oh.
It was holding from...
I didn't see that call. So it's a do-over from the same spot.
Offsetting penalties, the horse collar and holding on horse collar on Holliston, holding on Rochester.
Offsetting penalties, we're told, so they will kick it again. The horse collar on Holliston, holding on the Bulldogs. Here we go.
Cotting blasts it, end over end, comes down at the 38 or 33, and it takes a Holliston roll, and that is number 2, Rahith Ramanathan.
Well, that was Rahith did a great job there. So it must have been him. The other one. I'm sorry, he got mixed up and gave it to Harding, but he got down there again. Boy, is he fast! He is down there in no time. You know.
He was one of the gunners.
Yeah.
And I was looking to see if it was the player that snapped the ball, but that was number 40, Robert Collier, the long snapper.
And now holding on Old Rochester, so there's another 10-yard penalty on top of it. So,
and we're down to 36 seconds in the first half.
Let's see if they just try and run this out. I mean, they got to be careful down here. You know, if you can try to maybe get the ball downfield, but if you do, and something goes wrong, Holliston's going to have great field position. So I think Holliston has 4 timeouts left, I think.
So all the way back to the
2 timeouts.
ORR 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think you're going to see in victory, victory, but you just kneel on the ball.
I think the Bulldogs will run a play here. And there's the naked bootleg by Summers. And he is being tracked down and is not caught.
Well, that's my bad. I thought he would just take a knee and that would be it.
90 yards on the touchdown.
And Summers,
so a 90-yard touchdown
in Summers
by the Bulldogs.
Summers has an issue down there in the end zone.
Well, a surprising turn of events.
I was shocked.
And we've got a timeout on the field with 21 seconds to go. So the Bulldogs come out on the field for the extra point. 12-7, they have the lead right now.
I'll tell you, Tom, I was really surprised at that. I thought they would just take the knee 3 times and
well, we've seen it before. You know, take that. Yeah. There was one famous Medway game I remember that they were just running into the line and Holliston was stopping, and then one of them he busted loose for 60 or 70 yards just before the half. So that bootleg play has worked 3 times. We saw Summers walk off the field. We hope he's okay. It's just before the half. And they're lining up for 2. Power eye right. They've got a new quarterback in the game. Number 22. Hand off to the tailback, and he busts through for a 2-point conversion.
So Old Rochester.
So with 21 seconds to go in the first half, Holliston's up. Holliston's behind
12 to
Old
7.
Rochester, 14 to 7.
14-7.
14-7. Old Rochester takes the lead. 21 seconds to go in the half.
So this game slowed down. The last 3 minutes just went back and forth, and Holliston got a good punt and the penalty backing Old Rochester up.
Yeah. And I tell you, I give that coach a lot of credit. You got to be aggressive in this game, and over there in Old Rochester, and he did a nice job. That was a nice call.
Well, Holliston's got to find an answer for that play.
Well, they do. I mean, I think they know the answer. I think the issue is that you've got to, execute that defense properly. I mean, he's come out to that left-hand side, 3 times on just real long runs. 21 seconds left to go in the half. Now, this will be interesting to see.
Andriola and Olsen back deep for Holliston.
Let's see how they play this kickoff. They may just squib it. Nope, he booted away.
And it's going to come down to Andriola. He's bottled up just short of the 30-yard line. Holliston will have 15 seconds to work with. We'll see if Coach Kiley can dial up some magic of his own. Expect the unexpected.
Well, the one thing you have to be careful with, Holliston will get the ball to open the second half. So, they're going to war? Holliston's playing war.
They are. So, Chris Del Ponte goes in at quarterback. D'Angelo on one wing, Olsen on the other. Pitch it to Olsen. Works his way down the line and through the outside. And he's brought down after picking up a first down. Timeout Holliston with 7 seconds to go.
13. Brings us to 7 seconds left in the half.
So 7 seconds left in the first half. Holliston goes to their spread offense. Kiley with Harding in the backfield. And they hand off to number 3. And he pushes up the middle. Gets a Panther first down. But that'll be the last play of the first half. And the teams head into the locker room. The Old Rochester Bulldogs 14. The Holliston Panthers 7. We'll be back with second half action in a few moments. when they start to come down. All right, teams are back out on the field for the second half. And we've got Carlos Canto with Loz's halftime lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. The score at halftime, Old Rochester leading the Panthers 14-7. Old Rochester dominating in yardage. They're leading 210 yards to 98 for Holliston. That's 28 yards passing, 70 yards passing for Holliston. 181 yards on the ground for Old Rochester. Excuse me. 28 yards rushing for Holliston.
Okay, thank you, Luce.
Well, you know.
So what are the adjustments, Jay? What do you think they talked about in the locker room?
Well, I know defensively what they talked about. You know, you've got to contain that quarterback, and offensively, I think maybe they go to war. You don't know. You know, the war usually works pretty good sometimes when you've been playing that spread offense the whole time. I'm not sure, Tom. I mean, it's not that they play bad. You know, they have that huge disparity in yardage, but a lot of that was really one run.
Right.
And actually,
I mean,
a lot
really,
of the whole thing was probably 3 runs by that quarterback.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's less about the disparity and more about the fact that Holliston only has 98 yards.
Yeah, just finishing up those stats at halftime. Once again, total yards, 210 for Old Rochester, 98 for Holliston. 28 yards passing for Old Rochester, 182 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs. Holliston, 70 yards passing, 28 yards rushing. Really, the penalties have been an issue in this game. 5 for Holliston for 40 yards, 3 for Old Rochester for 20 yards. On third downs, Holliston needs to improve. They're only 1 for 4. Old Rochester is 4 for 6.
Well, we got a second here. I want to give a shout out to old friend Dylan Ibbotson, who's listening to us up in his dorm room or somewhere. And Dylan, good luck in your game tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll try to get a report on all the Panthers. I guess there's about 6 of them that are playing college ball now. From last year's team, that doesn't even include, a couple of them graduated, but Sam Matthews, this is his senior year at Stonehill.
He's a captain.
Right. All right, Olson and Andriola back deep. Harding and Del Ponte, the near backs. Andriola picks it up at the 15. Short gain to the 30-yard line.
Holliston looks like they're going to play in the war. Looks like they're going to war.
Looks like the Panthers are going to war.
Well, you know,
need to get some energy back going, and this usually gives the offensive line their confidence.
You're absolutely right, and the thing is, you know, if that's going to be your strength this year, that offensive line. We talked to these captains, the offensive lineman captains, and of course Chris Del Ponte is a captain, is a quarterback here, and we asked them what they prefer, and they, without a doubt, they all said they prefer blocking in the war offense.
Derek D'Angelo, number 27 at one wing, number 4 Cooper Olson at the other, number 54 is at the fullback spot, and a little mix-up in the backfield. Back up Holliston.
Loss of about 3. Second and 13.
So second and 12 for Holliston. Here comes Olson on the fake. That was probably Del Ponte on the turnaround. Let's see. He picked up a couple of yards. They'll bring third down and 9. And now comes the spread offense.
Well, Holliston's going to have to get, if they can't get a first down, get some positive yardage here so that Nick Cotting can boot it away or get close enough to maybe even give it a try on fourth down.
Let's see if they can make a play here on third down. Kiley fires. Talima, incomplete.
Had the first down yardage.
And that'll bring up Nick Cotting again to punt. 10:40 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, the team needs a little spark after that electrifying 90-yard run by Summers to end the first half.
Dark 4th and 9. Nick Cotting is in punt formation.
Way back deep is the Bulldog, back at the 35. Cotting's kick is a spiral. It's going to come down at the 39. Boxed around. And number 4, Olds, is off to the races. Another long run, but he's stopped this time by Cooper Olson.
Cooper Olson with the saving tackle. There is a flag on the field.
Flag on the play.
Usually it's a block in the back. That's a break for Holliston.
Well,
nice return there by Olds.
They're getting caught up. You know, it's like it's almost like when you kick off, you got to kind of hold your lanes. You got to stay in your position. You don't want to come in and have everybody go after the ball.
So we think the penalty was leading with the head, which they definitely want to eradicate from the game. Such a dangerous play.
So the big penalty moves Old Rochester back.
Now, it looks like the second string quarterback, number 20.
22. That's Christopher Feeney, senior.
Is he the quarterback or is it 20? Who's Gavin Martin? Yeah, number 20.
He's just a freshman.
So they will start at the 31.
First down, handoff by the Bulldogs, and Panthers pile it up pretty good.
Well, ordinarily at this point in the game, with a backup quarterback in there, I'd say that they're probably going to get kind of conservative. But I was so wrong that last time. I'm afraid to say anything. 10 minutes left to go in the third.
Number 20, Gavin Martin, 6-foot freshman, thrown into the action. And actually spread it out. Second down and 8. I formation. Hand off to the tailback. He's hit right away, but the pile moves a little bit. So gain of 3 or 4. Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, this offensive and defensive lines for offensive line for Old Rochester, defensive line for Holliston has had a few of those scrums tonight where they just get in there and push away, and that's football. That's what you like to see.
Oh yeah.
Third down, a long 4.
Third down, and Jack Harper calls it a long 4. I agree. I concur. They're going to go with the I formation again. Martin on the fake, rolls out. Short dump off to number 40. Tackled by Del Ponte, but he's across midfield and into Panther territory. So that was Martin to Martin. Jackson Martin, number 40, with the catch.
Well,
snuck out of the backfield.
Yeah, the pass was a little wobbly, but give Martin, the quarterback, a lot of credit for throwing the ball on the run. I mean, he's a freshman coming out here and playing in a big spot and a big game for them, openings of the season.
First and 10 at the Panther 48. 8:33 and the clock is running. Martin went the wrong way, chased out of the pocket. He's up the sidelines, close to a first down. That was a broken play he fixed up pretty good.
You're right, Tom. That's a nice job, and what Martin was able to do that time was get to the outside. That's what's really doing a number on Holliston. Holliston has really got to do something to make an adjustment to contain that quarterback. Now that time he went to the right side. The other three runs, the big runs, are all to the left. But it doesn't matter. You still got to play the same way.
And they give him the first down. Coach Gilbo showing a lot of confidence in his freshman signal caller.
And as he gets more and more into the game, the signal caller is going to get more and more confidence in himself.
Power eye right. Hand off to the tailback. And 45 is across the 25 for a big gain, close to another first down. It is a first down. They're moving the chains. So after the penalty set the Bulldogs way back to start this drive, they are picking up momentum. Holliston needs to get them into a third and long situation.
You're right. They got to have a player. They got to have you said it earlier, a spark. They got to have some kind of a play here defensively, a sack or a turnover, something to get themselves back in this ballgame. Because right now, Old Rochester's controlling the line of scrimmage.
Handoff again to number 45. Pretty good gain for Rocher. 6 foot, 195 pounds. When he picked up 8 yards.
And when your game is the power game, when your game is the running game, and you can get it going, and you have the lead, and you get into the third quarter, 7:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Now you're in where you want to be. You're right where you want to be. You want to control the ball, even though you got the freshman in there at quarterback. This is the game they play.
Power eye right. Prophet shifts to the left. Handed off to Rocher. Stuffed up.
Not sure if he got the first down, though.
Let's see where they mark it.
Yep. It looks like
they give him the first down as they get to the 15-yard line.
First down at the 15. First and 10.
Well, you've really got to stop them, because you let them score a touchdown here. The way Holliston's been playing offense, that kind of takes you out of the war offense a little bit.
Need one of those sudden change moments right now.
Absolutely.
Fake to Martin and number 23, Nick Cotting.
Holliston got the fumble.
Yeah.
Let's see
what the call is.
No, second down. Oh.
Nick Cotting came up and put a big hit on the freshman Martin. Try.
Well, what happened there is Cotting came up, and that's the play that the other quarterback, Summers, was able to make so much yardage on. Cotting came up and took that away from him. So, second and long.
Well, big halftime correction there by the Panthers. Don't think the Bulldogs will be going to that well again. Second down and 10. Hand off to Rocher, and he keeps his feet. Might have picked up 5.
Yeah, what they've done is they've taken Nick Cotting and they're bringing him up on the line, and what he's going to be doing there is he's going to take away that run to the left side. he's going to be able to be a container there. The other thing he's got now is he's got a free look to the quarterback. So if the quarterback goes back to pass, Nick will have a good shot at him.
So 3rd down and 4. We're in 4-down territory for sure.
See that out there? You can see Nick. There's nobody on him. No blockers on him.
5:03 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Bulldogs 5 of 7 on 3rd down tonight.
Rochester, he stopped short of the 5. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and short for old Rochester.
4:35, but under 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter when this play gets off. Sometimes you look at the plays and you say, when is a play a really important play? Right here is a really important play.
Well, let's see what the front 7 of the Panthers can do. This is one of their strengths, strength on strength. Hand off to number 40. And he picked up the first down.
Ball down.
They're calling him down.
Call him down.
So just short of the goal line.
Ball is blown dead.
And they know it stopped. There's an injury.
We've got a timeout on the field with 3:57 to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Okay, ORR breaks the huddle. They've got a 1st and goal from the 1. Power eye left. Hand off to Rusher, and he barrels his way in. Number 45 for the score.
.339 left to go in this ball game. I mean, the 3rd quarter. 20-7.
Taking a 20-7 lead with 3:39 to go.
So Bulldogs are going to line up for 2. No, they don't. They're going to kick as they bring number 1 Wilson onto the field. Kick is up and good.
Kick is good.
So with 3:39 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Bulldogs score again, 21-7.
Well, Tom, they're controlling the clock. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. They're running the ball, and the young freshman had to throw one pass. He threw it and got a completion.
Well, what a series of events, though, Jay.
Change events, absolutely.
I mean, just at the end of the first half, backed up on your own 10-yard line, a 90-yard run. Then you're expecting to make the corrections in the locker room. Panthers come out and had a bad exchange, and then ended up with a 3 and out. And old Rochester goes another 90 yards for a touchdown with a freshman quarterback.
Well, this kind of tested your mettle. We had talked about the inexperience and how with inexperienced players, you get up and downs in this game. But
there's plenty of time left.
Plenty of time. The only thing you have to do is you've got to score. Number 1, you've got to score at least twice. And your defense is going to have to stop old Rochester.
Wilson with the kick.
Kick it in the air.
Andriola under it at the 20. Stopped at the 20, just as he crossed the 25-yard line. So let's see what the Panther offense can dial up this time. They got to dig deep for it. Got plenty of time. Just got to put one play together with another.
Yeah, well, you do have time.
We got timeout on the field. Sorry. 3:33 to go in the third quarter. 21-7.
Panthers will start at their own 28.
All right, Panthers ready. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Todd Kiley so far is 5 of 10 for 49 yards. Sorry, TJ.
Handoff to Harding. He's gobbled up in the backfield, though.
Quick handoff to Devin Harding. Little or no gain. It'll be 2nd down.
We were talking a bit a while ago, Tom, about having a lot of time with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, but you really don't have a lot of time if you're going to take a drive and go, 8 or 9 minutes. You really have to be able to score here, hopefully, before the end of the quarter.
2nd down and 11 for Holliston. Kiley fires wide open. Just overthrew number 9, Joey Gentile.
Joey G just overthrown. 3rd down.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for Holliston.
Yeah, big 3rd down for Holliston here. And from here on in, they're all going to be big 3rd down, but this one is big because of the field position. Unless you get some really good yardage here, if you don't get a 1st down, it's going to be tough to go for it on 4th down.
Panther receivers have been open.
Here comes the blitz, too. they're going to start bringing everybody.
Kiley back to pass. Out in the flat to Harding. Gets away from a tackler. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, now it's decision time. I think you almost have to go for this.
Oh, they mark him back at the 35.
Yeah. I thought he hit a little
so
more
it'll be 4th and 3. And there comes the war team.
No, it's a punt. They're going to punt.
Oh, punt team.
Maybe. If you got that.
Well, this would be a great time to try out your trick play.
If you've got one, now's the time to use it.
Cotting blasts it away. Comes down at the 35-yard line. Old knocked out of bounds just shy of the midfield.
Brad Andriola with the stop.
We're down to 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 22-7, as the Bulldogs lead the Panthers here on opening night.
Well, you got to call in your defense right here. You have to make a stop here. You can't let them eat up clock and get yardage.
Yeah. The great thing is you can make momentum change on offense or defense. Hand off to Rochester, and he pushes a big pile forward all the way to another Bulldog first down.
Well, see, that's what what's going on here? Oh, that's what we were talking about a little earlier, is that this team is built for that. Now, a lot of times, what Holliston used to do, they'd come up and they'd play these teams that are built to run, and they get a 2 or 3 touchdown lead on them, and the team would be out of their area. They couldn't, out of their area of expertise. Now, this is exactly the type of game that this old Rochester offense is built for.
1st and 10 at the Panther 40-yard line. Handoff to the up back, number 40. And he rumbles forward for about 3 or 4 yards. They mark him for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
1:10 left to go in the third.
2nd and 7.
22-7.
A minute to go in the third.
Martin under center. Hands off to the up back, number 40. He picks up a couple more yards. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the last play you see in the third quarter, because there's no way Old Rochester's going to be in a hurry at this point in this ball game.
And that'll be it for the third quarter. Bulldogs lead this one 22-7. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Okay, there's the final 12 is on the clock. 3rd down and 4. Panthers got to come up with 2 big stops right here.
3rd and 4.
Hand off to the tailback. And he's got enough for the 1st down as he drives forward.
Gain of about 5 and a 1st down.
Well, they keep surging, that offensive line. You really do have to give Old Rochester a lot of credit. That offensive line is really doing a good job, and their backs are doing some good blocking, too, and some lead blocking.
Right. Well, this is almost like their war offense when they got so many backs in the backfield. 1st and 10. Hand off to the tailback, and he breaks it off the edge.
Backed up. Andriola and Griffin off.
Pick up 5 yards.
For a gain of 5 or so. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
Clock keeps ticking down to 11:15 left to go in the game.
Panthers calling for their Red Sea to get some energy going. A lot of bodies flying. Short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
CJ Pacheco on the stop with help. 3rd and 1. From the 18.
Hand off to the up back, and he busts through.
1st down.
Looks like he's down to the 10.
So let's see where they spot the ball here.
Just outside the 10.
So it looks like the ball's at the 11. 10:06.
Just outside the 10.
Clock is running.
1st and 10.
Hand off to the tailback.
Rocher again. This time he breaks through.
And he's in for a score.
Touchdown.
So
11 yards.
3 straight drives where the Bulldogs have been successful here. After the Panthers held a small lead.
9:46 left to go in the ball game, and 27-7.
Makes it 27-7.
It's 102 yards for Walter Rusher on the night, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kick is up and good.
28-7 with 9:46 to go in the game.
28-7, 9:46 left.
22 unanswered.
28-7 with 9:46. Well, the Panthers have had the opportunities to turn it around.
Well,
now you got to put a good drive together, get your score, and start playing the clock.
you got to get back. I mean, you got to, again, with a young team, I mean, first of all, you got to be able to stop them. Secondly, you got to be able to score. I mean, if you can't stop them, it's not going to matter anyway. And if you're not going to score really quickly, it's not going to matter anyway. I think what you do here is you just say, okay, it's nothing. Go back and play our game. Find out what we can do. Find out what we do best. Make any adjustments you have to make. Do what you have to do. But look at this as like a nothing game right now with 9:46 left. and just come out here and try and get downfield and score. Because what you don't want to do is have any residual from this game going into the next game.
Want to build some momentum. You always want to be building momentum.
Yes. Especially with a young team, you got you got to teach them. Yeah, you got to show them, what they got to do right, and you got to point out what they're doing incorrectly. And it's a tough situation when you're young like this.
Wilson's kick. Fielded at the 15.
Taken at the 15. Across the 30 to the 32. Didn't see who got that. Who did you see who was on the run back there, Lewis? Oh, that was Olsen? So they switched sides.
See what Holliston does here. Back on the spread.
Two wide receivers, tight end, a wing back. Snap to Kiley. He fires out in the flat, looking for Sweeney.
Intended for Brady Sweeney. Ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
.9:34 left to go. Clock stopped on the incompleted pass. 28-7.
Well, you kind of have to go to the air to try to get some momentum going here.
Well, you got to go to the air, and you also got to get out of bounds. You got to stop that clock.
Right.
But right now, the whole thing is get a play that's going to work.
Kiley intended, had a receiver in the area. Or what are they going to, did a flag? Yeah, a flag did come out.
That's going to be
loss of down.
Loss of down, too. A little similar to what happened last weekend against Franklin. But this weekend he did get it up beyond the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yeah, but that's
still illegal.
It's still like
pass
the pro. You've got to have a receiver in the area.
Yeah. So illegal forward pass, loss it down.
And it's from the spot.
Yep.
This backs the Panthers all to the 20-yard line. So 3rd and 22.
Correction, yes, 3rd and 22.
Incomplete, tended for Sweeney. And Holliston will be forced to punt.
3 and out.
Nick Cotting back on the field.
That blitz has just been devastating the Holliston offense.
Yeah, they're just coming right after him now. There's nothing that's nothing to stop them. They're just sending everybody, and when you have a lead like this and you have an offense like what they have, you can take those chances, because even if you get beat for one long touchdown pass, it's probably not going to hurt you.
Kick bounces at the 40 and maybe out at the 43-yard line.
Yep.
Stop of 43.
So here comes Old Rochester right back at it with 9:11 left to go in the ball game.
Who was the sidekick? Who was Old Rochester?
Oh, Jack Benny.
Jack Benny's sidekick.
Yep, Rochester. Rochester. Not old Rochester, but Rochester.
Oh, is that right?
You should say Mr. Benny.
Yes, Rochester.
9:11 left to go.
At the 43 first and 10.
Hand off to the tailback, just pounding away on these Panthers. And he's got another Bulldog first down to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout on the field with 8:59 left in the game. 28-7 the score. All right, a whole team motivational talk by Coach Kiley and the coaches there. Try to rally these Panthers right now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Counterplay to the tailback, and he has wrestled to the ground for no gain. So whatever Coach Kiley said to his team there seemed to inspire some life into them.
Yeah, that worked right there. Nice to see a little bit more of that. You know, like I said, you want to bring good things into the next game. You want to carry something positive into that next game against Medway, which, by the way, I think is like a 6 o'clock or 6:15 start next week. So,
well, it's an early one.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Pitch to the tailback. Nice hit by Sweeney.
Yep.
Brady Sweeney just came ripping into the backfield and made a nice hit. Another no gain. Did I get the wrong call on that, Los? I thought I saw an 11. But I don't see 11.
7.5 minutes left to go in the game.
3rd down and 10.
Whoa. There were false starts and there were false starts. That was a false start.
That'll make it 3rd and 15.
And I guess, if it's going to happen, if that's what you're going to do, then make it a false start. If you're going to be good at something.
I'm going to give that last tackle to Chris Del Ponte.
That's fine.
10's close to 11.
Yep.
So 3rd and 15. 7:09 clock running. Hand off to the tailback. And he is loose in the Panther backfield. And picks up the penalty yardage easily. Seems like the Panthers are throwing all they've got at the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I thought for a minute there, for lack of a better term, the Bulldogs had called the Dogs off, but no, they're right back with that first team in there.
First and goal from the 9. Hand off to the up back. He bounces off the pile and backwards. Covered up by Olsen.
Seems that they give it a couple players and then they give it a Rochester, and he'll end up number 45 there, and he'll end up. He's got a lot of yardage tonight.
Hand off to the tailback. He's stopped up though.
Short game. Jack Littlejohn and Cooper Olsen on the stop.
Clock running, 5:05 left to go in the game.
Walter Rocher's got 123 yards on the night.
And they're tough yards too, Carlos. He goes inside and he goes off tackle.
Third and goal for the Bulldogs. Hand off to Rocher. He stopped short, but that'll bring up fourth down and goal. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to put the ball at the 2.
Rocher, good size. He's listed at 6 feet, 195 pounds.
Fourth and goal.
He's been very durable too, Jay.
Yeah.
Consistent each rush.
He's a good running back, and he gets behind that offensive line, and they do a good job blocking for him. And he has a lot of power. You can tell when he's running. He stays kind of low too.
Old Rochester 1 for 5 on 4th down tonight.
Timeout on the field with 3:59 to go in the 4th quarter.
Timeout, Old Rochester.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Panthers dig in. Bulldogs dig in. Hand off to Rocher. He's hit, but he drags the Panther into the end zone.
For the score.
Well, that's an exclamation point onto Walter Rocher's night, but he's really had a really good game.
Well, he's a first-year starter for this team. Prophet is the one who was the fullback last year, but maybe he's done all his damage on the blocking. Wilson's kick is up and good.
And it's 35.
So with 3:53 to go, it's 35-7. Well, it just takes a couple of plays and everything starts to go right for the Bulldogs and everything starts to go wrong for the Panthers.
Yeah, and again, I hate to keep pounding away at this, but that's inexperience. That's what happens. It's like I'm not saying they get down or anything, or anything like that. I don't know what the morale is like in there tonight. They might be flying high. I don't know, but you're right, Tom. I mean, a couple things go wrong, and then it just turns everything around. Because quite frankly, as Los was just saying, I mean, it was 7-6 going into the half with 20 seconds left and or whatever, and someone took off and he goes 90 whatever it is yards for 89 yards for a touchdown, and there's your game. And coming out in the second half, that shouldn't have been your game, but you make a couple mistakes here and a couple mistakes there, and it just adds up pretty quickly. But they got to learn from this. You got to take it from this. I always say, people say, well, adversity builds character. I don't believe that. I believe adversity reveals your character. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what kind of character the situation is in the following weeks for Holliston.
Kick taken by Olson. He gets it back to the 30-yard line. So the Panthers will be 1st and 10 at the 30.
Yep, they're going right back to the spread. 3:39 left to go in the ball game. By the way, the new field is in.
It does look gorgeous.
Looks
I tell you, it's a bright AstroTurf.
Yeah.
They just put it down.
It really looks nice.
Yeah,
Really
the H stands out. The crowd stands out. The cheerleaders stand out. They got a few more games to go. Cooper Olson with a little bit of running room. Gain of 7.
Gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
So we're offense on the field. Turnaround by Del Ponte. Picks up 1. Second down, it'll be 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
Another Del Ponte turnaround. Reaches forward.
It's going to be just a little short, just about a yard short.
About a yard short. 4th and 1.
Or as they used to say, 4th and a short one. Clock running, 2:20 left to go in the game.
Holliston going for it. And the hand got stopped in the backfield. Not sure what, I didn't see that that counter. So turnover on downs. The Bulldogs will take over with 2:01 to go.
Now, normally I would say they'll get the victory formation, but I'm not getting caught in that one again tonight. Well, so it's back to basics next week, and we go over to Medway and
Looks like the victory formation, Jay.
yeah. go to Medway next week and see if Holliston can start to turn this thing around a little bit.
Gut check time for these young Panthers.
You know, one thing, as I said early on when we were doing the intro, was that you really don't know how good the teams they are that they're playing right now. You don't know how really good they are. Now, Old Rochester may be a incredible powerhouse for all we know, but you really don't know what their situation is. So you got to go 2 or 3 games in to understand what your situation is and what your opponent's situation is. But 35-7 is
Norwood with a win over Stoughton, 21-14. At the half, Hillers were down 34-0 to Wayland. So Wayland continuing to keep the momentum going.
You have a
That'll be the end of the game. Not what we had.
So that'll be the game. 35-7, and we're ready for Loose and the final lowdown.
35-7, the final score.
All right. Thanks, Tom. The final score from Kamitian Field. All Old Rochester in this one. They take the game by a score of 35-7. As you'd imagine, the stats kind of mirroring the scoreboard here. The Bulldogs outgained the Panthers 377 yards to 114. Passing 43 yards for Old Rochester, 77 for Holliston, but it was on the ground where ORR did it. They ran the ball for 334 total yards on the ground. Holliston only able to muster up 37 yards rushing. Individual contributors for the Panthers, TJ Kiley was 6 of 15 for 56 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. And the leading rusher for the Panthers was Cooper Olson. He had 24 yards on 3 carries. That was good for 8 yards a carry. Joey Gentili with 6 yards, and Devin Harding had 14 yards on 6 carries. Leading receivers for the Panthers, Brady Sweeney had 47 yards on 4 catches. Devin Harding, 2 catches for 9 yards. And Joey Gentili had a 21-yard touchdown reception. For Old Rochester, you can't say enough about their starting quarterback, Noah Summers. He only played 1 half because of an injury, but he still was the leading rusher on the night. He had 138 yards rushing on 5 carries. He took an option 89 yards to the house. It really was the turning point of the game late in the first half. Walter Rocher, though, was really the workhorse for Old Rochester. 128 yards, 26 carries. He scored 3 touchdowns on the night and basically carried this Old Rochester team to victory tonight. Defensively for the Panthers, C.J. Pacheco was the leading tackler on the night. He had 7 recorded tackles. Robert Payne, Nick Cotting, Miguel DeJesus, and Cooper Olson checking in with 3 recorded tackles apiece. Nick Cotting also had a key pass breakup, and Owen Zakruski had a pretty big fumble recovery, as well as a blocked extra point. So he had a definite impact in this game as well. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thanks, Los. I want to also thank the lovely Lisa on the big camera up here, Bruce Guilfoy on his magical machine. Tom, 35-7, but you know.